Yeah, I would say I worked on some more situational type punts. I think that, and a lot of people think that with the new kickoff rule, the starting position for the offense might be a little bit further towards the middle of the field, which will have me doing some different situational type punts throughout the season. So I'm trying to get ready for that.
What is Fitz's approach?
Well, I think that he thinks that there's going to be more points. Potentially less punts, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. But I do think there should be some more situational type punts.
Do you have a favorite spot or a favorite situation to come from?
I really try not to think like that, because then I get on the sideline and I'm like not wanting to punt in certain situations if I tell myself I have a favorite. So I really just try to go out there and think the same way for all of them.
Maybe at this time last year it wasn't so set in stone that Hogan and Jake were going to be in their roles, but now it seems like you guys are all locked in together. How good does that feel that the three of you are going to be here together?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's been really nice. In OTAs, it's nice having the same operation for field goals and for punts. And they've just been great to work with. They both work really hard, and they make my job easier, so it's nice having those guys around.
What's the benefit of having that continuity?
Yeah, like I was saying, it's just more reps throughout the offseason. OTAs especially, you get twice as many reps with these guys as I would if we had a different snapper, a different kicker, or a different punter. So, yeah, just getting more reps has helped us all.
The three of you also get along quite well off the field. What does that add, a level of depth or personality into the room as well?
Yeah, like I was saying, they both work really hard, so that makes it easier for me to work with people that want to be out there and get reps and work hard. And I feel like we have a good amount of trust between each other. So, it's a long season. Some things don't go the way you want it, so I think it's important to be able to trust the guy that you're playing with.
You three probably spend more time together than any other group of teammates in training camp. What is training camp like, being a specialist?
Yeah, that's a good question. There's a lot of downtime, and yeah, I agree. We probably spend the most time out of any position group on the team, and a lot of it's not necessarily doing football things. You can only punt, kick, snap so many times in a day. So I don't know. We get our work in, we lift, and we just try to stay busy.
You think Jake's operating with any more confidence now that he has that whole season under his belt?
Yeah, I think so. He's kicking the ball really well, and yeah, that's a good way to put it. He definitely feels confident back there.
It's been good. It's been fun. Learning a lot, having a lot of fun, laughing a lot. It's a good group of guys, man. It's as a competitor, as a person that loves football, as a person that loves to just be around people and have fun. It's a blessing to be here, for sure. For sure. Maybe a little more, but definitely hard work, but also loving it, appreciating it, learning so much. There's so many guys here that know so much more about football rather than just your position, and such high expectations for this group, for personally, and it's awesome.
A couple of weeks ago, when you were out with the foot injury, you walking off the field, and I saw you take a look back, and you were just like in a maze whenever everything you were seeing this. How does it feel to be in the room, mixing up with the guys that you said learning? What's been the one thing that you've been able to kind of take away so far from all of this experience?
That they love ball, man. I came into an organization, came into a room that loves ball, that understands everything about it. And to be in a room that shares the same, shares the same interest, shares the same love for getting better, for the game of football as a whole, it's a blessing, man. And to be able to see guys like Hutch, guys like Reeder, Davenport, Anzalone, right, Jack, all these guys flying around every day. There's no shortcuts, man. It's an old saying, right? An old cliche saying. There's no shortcuts, but here is a true definition of that.
What way to see your game grow so far, being around guys?
Right. I think just playing fast, letting it loose, letting it cut loose, man, and because they instill the confidence in you. You go out there, you put it on tape, put the trust in yourself and one another, and from the first day at OTAs to now, it's been so much trust being built, doing your job, making the play when you're supposed to. And then, when you call your shot, you got to make it. So I think that's the biggest thing is you're surrounded by these great players that have put so much on tape, so many years in the league, and when they instill that trust to you, not just the players, the coaches as well, it's something that you go out there with the most confidence in the world.
How has that wrestling background helped you out so far in this camp?
Yeah, wrestling's everything, man. And I say it all the time. I owe everything to the sport of wrestling. When I was doing it, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, man. Cutting weight, tournaments, everything. But I did it. I loved it. I was great at it. And people always say, since I was young, as you can see it in my tape, that I look like I'm out there wrestling, close quarters. And so it's great, man. Every single year I go back whenever I'm home, and I catch state wrestling finals, usually in February, mid-February, and me and my dad, me and my family always go watch it.
Sometimes in other sports you see hockey teams bring in wrestlers to teach them how to fight or do certain things. Do you think in the NFL there could be some tricks of the trade to be learned if some wrestling experts were brought in?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Inside hands, pad level, leverage. I think that's the biggest thing, and especially, I think the biggest thing for me is that I relay is when I get tired and I know I'm breathing heavy, I look across the man, he's breathing heavy, I know I got a little bit more than you do. I know I pushed myself a little bit more than you did. And I know if I can take you into them deep waters, as Dan said in his speech, but it's the truth, man. When you can take someone into the deep waters and you really lean on your mental toughness, I owe everything to the sport of wrestling. What it did for me of lining up across from somebody, I know you didn't work as hard as I did. I know you didn't put in 7 days a week for the past 10 years, right? I know you didn't, right? You weren't traveling at 7 years old, spitting in a water bottle with the heater on in the car and a sweatsuit on, your dad yelling at you, right? You didn't do that. You didn't do it like I did it, right? Like, so that's just something that was instilled in me at a young age, man. And now it's, fourth quarter or whatever it is, tough days of camp, dog days. It's, I know I got a little bit more in me. I know I always got something left in the tank.
You mentioned Dan in deep water. He's a man of many words and allegories in his speeches, but I'm curious, what have been your impressions of Chef so far? Have you seen him in a more elevated role than prior?
Chef's the truth, man. He's the truth, speaks the truth. And talk about somebody loving ball. Oh yeah, he's about that for sure. Oh, but he's the truth, man. He's gonna tell you the truth, whether you want to hear the truth or not, right? And as a player, if you're on the opposite side of that, the good way, right? You love it, right? The bad way, you gotta have thick skin and be able to take it. But I think the biggest thing is he wants us to be great individually, as a group, as a defense, as a team. He falls in line. He's at the front of the line as far as the expectations for this defense, for this team. To be the best, man. There's no beating around the bush around here. Everybody wants to be the best individually, as a group, as a team. And like I said, there's no shortcuts here, man. And to see it first, you hear it for so many years in this league. To be here firsthand, when I first got here, right, that was the biggest thing, is that they built this thing in the past years, and now to be through OTAs and through camp, we're still in it, but it's to see it firsthand. It's like, okay, you understand, right? You understand why players play so fast, and they understand ball and why they make so many plays.
You have a unique vantage point too, because you played against this team last season. How did that experience match up to what you experienced so far here?
Yeah, I think it's perfect, to be honest with you. When I played them last year, I was in Arizona, and the game was a little closer in my eyes than what they thought, to be honest. They felt like, but no, it's good. We always joke around with it, but I came down, if I'm not mistaken, came down, they had the ball. We were down 7, and I think it was like a 3rd and 13 or something like that, and St. Brown gets first down right across the middle of the field. And then they go for fourth down. They go for it on fourth down, right? Like, you get to play on the other side of that on the team and see when they got down to that fourth quarter late in the game, they had a little bit more than we did in that advantage, right? So going through these dog days, and I've expressed that to this team as well, is like, you understand why they had a little bit more in the tank than us. And St. Brown, right? You guys have to staying after practice every day, right? Like catching the ball. You can count on them late in the game. So I think that's the biggest thing is seeing it firsthand. And there is no coincidence in the game of football, right? Everything is worked for us, so no shortcuts, man.
I know it's not the same room, but you've heard that Hassan is going to be out for a little bit, and we just came in such a ball of life and excited to experience that same energy. As you, curious your interactions or building a relationship with him at all?
He's great, man. He's the truth. There's a reason why everybody loves him. Everybody that's came across him. There's a reason why nobody has anything but good things to say about him, man. He's a ball of energy. He's a smile every room he walks in. I understand he's battling, but he's still gonna be here, man. So we can count on him to bring life, bring smiles and energy. He's truly a man that loves every day. And there's so many guys in this building like that, and to be able to joke around with him and guys like that, it's fun, you know, and to hear about his background and his story, and it's for sure a blessing to call my friend, for sure.
What kind of work did you put in to get back where you got to?
You said what kind of work? 1 second. I put in a lot of work. I just want to, you know, thank the trainers actually for helping me. I feel like there was a point in time where I wanted to stop, but they were just always giving me positive stuff. And then all my, you know, coaches, all my teammates, they were more like friends instead of, you know, just teammates. Came up, checked on me, gave me calls, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
We talked to you not long after the injury occurred. Did the, I guess, road to come back present any more challenges than you suspected, or I guess how did that kind of...
You said any more challenges?
Any more challenges?
To be honest, I thought this was going to be a lot faster, but it wasn't, and, you know, everything's in God's timing, so I just, you know, kind of went with it. He has a plan, so just kind of sticking to it.
Some point in time when you wanted to stop, when was that?
Oh, for sure. There was multiple times, but I mean, we still here, you know. Had to call my family on a couple of them, but yeah, I'm just, you know, happy I'm in a better space right now, and happy to just be back out here.
Who was someone you leaned on during that process in this building?
Someone I work with Andres every day. He gave me nothing but positive things. If I said something negative, he tried to flip it, you know what I'm saying like, all right, you know, yeah, it may hurt, but you're able to do it now. You weren't able to do that before. So I'm like, all right, yeah, you're right, you know, try to flip it to a positive, so yeah.
How important was it for you to get, you know, I know it's 1 week, but just to get some semblance of camp before you guys start doing it?
Yeah, no, I needed this because you don't want to go into season not getting any reps. Like today, I thought I was in shape, and then, you know, did those reps, and I was like, oh my goodness. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes, most definitely.
You're still flying out there in those gunner.
Oh yeah, nah. We've been testing it out. Because I guess we're not allowed to have pads on for, you know.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly. So we were doing it with a weight vest because I was like, I need something. I can't just go out there and that's my first time with pads on. I was like, so we, you know, put some vests on, some weighted vests, and then kind of did some running. And then once I got done with that, I was like, all right, I'm good now. So then they were able to get me out here.
How heavy was the weight vest?
It was just like maybe 5 pounds. So that was
simulate pads.
Yeah, exactly. So I would wear it under the jersey and then just do the whole entire workout. I was like, all right, we good. So.
Spielman didn't lend you yours?
What'd you say?
Spielman didn't lend you his?
Nah.
Were you happy with today?
I was happy with today. Definitely stuff I gotta clean up, but yeah, no, most definitely happy with today.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna move my mouth.
Sorry about that.
Given the injuries in the secondary that, you know, you guys had during training camp, I mean, how important do you think it is for you to be back here? I mean, just from, you know, being able to provide some additional support for.
Oh yeah, nah. I've been, you know, I'm on the sidelines watching camp whenever I can, and you know, with the stuff that's been going on, I'm not saying. Can you one more time? Can you repeat?
Just like how important do you think that is for the team itself? Just to, I mean, that you're back, you know, at least doing individuals and stuff.
Yeah, no, I think it's very important. Just because they've been seeing me in the training room. Some of the new guys never seen me do anything out here, and you know, just being able to do something and kind of. I'm not saying guide them while I'm hurt, but, you know, kind of talk to them, try to give them some pointers, and they're able to see me now. Yeah.
Did you learn anything about yourself?
You said, did I learn anything about myself? So, I started watering my grass. My grass was dead, and so I can't really walk that fast. And with the grass, it's like it's not a sprinkler, it's a hose. So I got to go, you know. I'm walking slow. It's my pace, but I'm enjoying it. I was like, you know, just glad to be able to walk, feeling the sun, touching some grass. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, that I found that out if that counts.
Metaphor, you know, slow down in life.
Exactly. Everything slowed down a little bit too. Yeah.
Spring for sprinklers?
Yeah. You said what?
Spring for some sprinklers?
Exactly. Yeah, maybe next season.
What does it mean to you that first day back, you're out there with first team Gunner?
I'm just, you know, happy that they put me back at the one. I know I still gotta, you know, in a sense, earn that spot again. But no, I'm happy about it.
We're talking about physically coming back. How about mentally? Like, is there Is there a hurdle that you'll have to overcome getting hit the first time, being
Oh.
out there? Do you need pads? You know, what I mean, do you
So
need
I don't know if y'all
contact,
see the nifty shin guard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Soccer, yeah, it
saying?
looks like soccer.
Like it's gonna hurt regardless. At this point, you're talking about the mental aspect of it. I would say like as soon as I get on the field, I gotta forget about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things. Yeah, it's gonna hurt, but kind of know this now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Is the track right now to be ready for week 1?
Say it again.
Are you on track to be ready? Football shape, everything?
Yeah. I should be all good, but I'm, you know what I'm saying, just taking it by day.
There's still some residual pain in the leg. I mean, is that something you expect to last forever or a long time?
I hope not.
Yeah.
That's something, but yeah, a little bit. You know, nothing too crazy. I'm able to walk semi-pain free now, so I'm happy about that. Before it was all bad, but we good now. So.
You said you couldn't sleep for that first month, right?
Say it again.
You said like you couldn't even sleep for that.
Nah, so actually, so they lent me the game ready, and I would sleep on the game ready. Like I would just fill it up and then put it for the highest setting, like whatever it is, 30, 45 minutes. If they did 90, I think I could do 90 minutes, set it on that. That's the only way I can knock out. It's because my leg will go numb, and then that's it. So.
What's that? What's the game?
Game ready is like it's where they pump the ice into your leg. It's like a leg sleeve, and then it's kind of like gets all the exactly.
You've had a chance to watch film now. What's your early thoughts just with Terrion, Amik, DJ Reed? What's the room like?
Oh, them boys is having some camps right now. All of them. I'm happy about where we're at. Everyone's meshing with each other too, and yeah, there's no like I'm liking it because there's no big egos or anything. Everyone's spitting game. If I have a question, I go up to DJ. If I have a question, I go up to Meek. Should I even ask TA? What does he see here? Like so.
Anything you did different with this, real off season under your belt, not coming off of the excitement and chaos of last year?
Yeah, I thought it was really important to have a full off season, with the guys. So Jack, Jake, and I, we went to San Diego together. We came up here and trained together. I mean, we saw each other on 8 different occasions in the off season just to go train together. So I think that's like a really important thing, and it's a pretty key fundamental of staying fresh, like within the unit. Because at the end of the day, I have one holder and one kicker, and they have one snapper, and it just kind of makes it a little more uniform. The one thing I will say I got very lucky with in college is I always had really good friends as like the specialist unit. Now, I didn't get to spend nearly as much time in college with the specialists because I was playing linebacker at the time. But my I guess super senior COVID year, my 5th year, I got to spend a lot of time with the specialist, and I just think it's important to be around each other probably more often than other groups, just because it's truly a trust kind of unit. San Diego's got beautiful weather, and Nick Novak's down there, so we go kick with Nick. He lets us kick over at Maranatha High. There's a big group of us. I mean, probably at least 40 other NFL specialists go down there, so we all go down together, go kick, snap, punt, and it's just good to be around other guys to see, hey, how do you do that? This is how I compare doing this. You kind of learn the tricks of the trade, and you can mold it into the way you want to adapt it, adapt their skills into your game.
I'm assuming that was the first time you went over there because it was your first real offseason.
I actually got invited last year, which I was very happy to be invited to. I think it's a little bit more of a select thing now. So I was super excited to go meet all the specialists. And then again, last year was my first year in the NFL. So I mean, not to act like I was a little starstruck, but it's crazy to see these guys, walking around like human beings. I mean, I feel like it's a teacher at your target. You just don't expect to see him out there.
It's basically like a private, specialist university, instead of tight end university. It feels like basically a camp for you guys.
I would say it's pretty much the same exact thing. It's just our little specialist hideout. It's good.
Were you most excited or I guess most starstruck that you saw?
It was cool seeing Daniel Carlson, just because, I've watched him on TV for so long, and he happened to be my fantasy kicker one year. So it's just funny to take a look at that and go, hey, yeah, now you can somewhat be acquaintances, maybe friends.
And as you kind of, you took the last year, but now you've really niched yourself into this role. What is it like having a guy like Jack who's been in this for a long time and can help you maybe in that? As Jake comes from the UFL and he kind of help you guys feel more solid about it?
Yeah, that's a really good point. It was very helpful for me personally to have somebody who was experienced in the league, just because things operate a lot differently than you'd expect. Kind of like he talked about downtime, it's important to be able to use that downtime like a professional, and then we go get our extra reps, or maybe we'll do a stretch together or a lift, and then, you know, one of these days Jake will drag us out and we have to go to hot yoga. And it's just kind of just the funny group activities where you're spending time getting better, but you're also gaining trust and really becoming better friends.
You mentioned the 8 times that you guys got together this summer. Is it just as simple as like a snap hold kick, or like are you guys doing something special, or like how's that training work?
Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of it's snap, hold, kick. Like, I'll, of course, do some of my other, you know, block techniques or coverage work, and then Jake will do some kickoffs. Jack will work balls out of his hand, or Jack will work holds with me. And I just think it's really cool to have a group of guys to where we're all one phone call or text away, and it seems like we're always with each other, to where, hey, you need something from me, I'm there. I need something from you, you're here. And that's I think the basis of what makes a group pretty good. It's all trust. I mean, it's good work for sure. I mean, I'm probably throwing anywhere between at least 75 to 125 balls, and then Jake's kicking at a minute. I mean, Jake loves to kick, and so does Jack. So they're kicking 50 to 75 balls a piece, and it's good work for sure.
Got some solo tackles in the preseason games too. Not often you get to see long snapper make those. Bring your old linebacker skills.
Yeah, no, I mean, I will say I think my I guess biggest thanks growing up is like my parents were always athletes. My dad played college basketball, my mom played college basketball, and they encouraged us to do everything. So, you know, when I was playing football, I'd play tight end, I'd play linebacker. I mean, when I was 12 years old, I was a center. And then I'd go from football season to basketball season to baseball season. So I think they really instilled like being an athlete is being able to do everything, jack of all trades kind of thing. Master of none, still better than master of one. And I think it's important when, you know, I have the chance to cover downfield, I should be able to help out and make those plays as well as the other guys.
You guys ever try crazy one field goal, you three together? Right?
Oh yeah, I've seen Jake make some big balls. I don't want to step on toes or say anything I shouldn't, but I promise you Jake's got one of the biggest legs I've ever been able to see in my entire life. So it'll be funny to see what happens this year. I hope we get to swing at a couple big balls, because I know he deserves the shot, and I know that he would make the most of it.